What is up, you guys? Today I am covering Blue Boa Hancock because she got some cards back from the ban list, and she's an underrated deck that nobody's going to be expecting. Her effect is really simple. If a character on your field is removed due to your card effect, you get to draw a card as long as you have 5 or less cards in your hand. This lets you feel safe to counter out extra, and you just have tons of extra options because you'll be cycling through your deck really quickly. I play 4 copies of Jinbei. This guy is fantastic. He just got unbanned, and he's basically able to play another Warlord down from your hand as long as it has 4 costs or less. I play 4 copies of Weevil. He's a Warlord that can just draw you a card. And I play 4 copies of this Law because he can bounce one of your characters to hand to use your leader's effect and deal with your opponent's board at the same time. I play 4 copies of this Law as well, and I play 2 copies of Crocodile. He's handy in a pinch, but he's mostly there for a searchable 2k counter. I play 2 copies of this Jinbei because you can search your Warlords, and you can put a character with a cost of 1 or less at the bottom of your deck to use your leader's effect. I play 4 copies of Sengoku and 4 copies of Gloriosa. These are just 1 cost that you can search with. And I play 4 copies of Buggy. He's just another 1 cost that can provide consistency and a 2k counter, so that's really nice. I play 4 copies of this Boa, and I play 4 copies of this Boa because they're the best ones you can play off of Marigold, which I play 4 copies of as well. I play 2 copies of Perfumed Femur to help you punch through blockers, as well as 2 copies of Jozu to help deal with your opponent's field and even get your leader's effect off. And finally, I play 2 copies of the 8-cost Luffy. This guy is just really great for offense and puts tons of pressure on your opponent. So this is what the deck looks like. I really like to go second with this list because you can play your 4-cost Jinbei as soon as possible to really fill up your field, and it also gives you a chance to stick 1 or 2 of your 1-cost characters. But honestly, going first isn't bad either because you can play the Boa Marigold on curve and then play down either Boa Hancock before you even hit 6 dawn. Because this leader is pretty flexible, you definitely want to choose if you're going first or second based off of what your opponent wants to do. For instance, Purple Enel wants to go first, so you definitely want to take that away from them. In any case, your game plan on your first turn is just to drop your searchers, then spam the board with Jinbei, and then get big beat sticks on the field that can benefit from your smaller characters being removed by card effects, so you'll be able to apply a ton of pressure on your opponent. Luffy is also really great for that, because while he is good for finishing games, you can also just choose to deal with your opponent's board and get some extra cards back in your hand to survive the next turn. Then, with him already on the field, your opponent is going to have a really hard time. The cards that I want to see in my hand the most are definitely Boa Marigold and the 4-cost Jinbei, so I would definitely consider mulliganing for those, but you definitely want to see your 1-cost characters as well. So if you have basically any of them, I wouldn't always mulligan. These 1-cost characters are just really important for your 6-cost Boas because they do a fantastic job at putting a ton of pressure on your opponent, either giving you extra Dawn cards and drawing cards through your leader, or just making it so one of your opponent's characters just can't attack. So by constantly stunning them and by having these big 8,000 power bodies on the field, you can really catch your opponents by surprise and they're just not going to expect it. This leader is a ton of fun to play. You guys should definitely check it out. I left a link to it in the description. But that about wraps things up. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. My favorite place to play One Piece online is duelvoyager.com. It has so many more features than the other sim. You can watch your replays, you can watch live matches too, and you can even play with custom cards soon. I'm really excited for that. But in general, there's just so many quality of life improvements. You guys should definitely check it out too. I left a link to it in the description. And while we're at it, you should go ahead and join my Discord too. I host a tournament every single week, so if you want to play against me or get a taste of competitive action, come and meet us there. But anyways, if you're still here, you're the best, and I'll see you guys next time.